welcome to Larisa Lili Temperance. Today we're doing your general read for the month of September. This is for anyone, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the sign of Capricorn. Also know this is a general read, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Capricorn, I normally do the meditations and the journaling of all signs, but I've been switching it up, and I think I did this last month, if you guys watched my video. But I did feel like there is a lot of transitions right now in terms of the landscape that we had in August, which was mainly the energies of the last reading for August. But September here, I do feel a lot of the energies is still about what we're manifesting here. Now, what I do is pull main energy for each sign. So main energy, you guys, don't get scared. It's Seven of Swords for you, Capricorn. But I just feel like this is turning over a new leaf of things that I feel this energy of like a little like deception to yourself, right? And so us allowing ourselves to forgive past things that have happened that mentally hold us back, because the Seven of Swords are the mind. And so this is a recovering stage, and that's really what I'm feeling like. You're releasing it and you're turning over a new leaf, and this is coming clean, one for your life, and kind of just, you know, taking more control of your energy. I did see when I was shuffling this deck for the meditation, the Emperor. So seeing the Emperor was more of taking the lead, I feel, of your energy. So you are being more of a logical approach. So there's a lot of recovery here, and that's really what I'm sensing with this energy, Seven of Swords, and a lot of like having to face illusions. So let's see what's the main energy overall. Wow, you guys, seriously, like I said, the Emperor. So here's the Emperor, and I feel like it's just a logical approach. This is just you kind of facing things head on and like kind of done with it, you know, and just ready. So here, your plans in this deck, the Emperor is called the organization, and your plans are on target, and everything will flow more smoothly if you add a little organization and discipline to your methods. The key to success is to allow your creativity to be greatly guided by logic. Be open to asking for help from someone very intellectual, or seek out a mentor. So I feel like this is just overall making plans. I think you're more in this space, and I mean, we are entering Virgo season, which is Earth energy, your sister sign energy, but also Hermit energy, which is a lot of reflection too. So you get to really take advantage of being in your element, Earth energy, and like really it is a turning over a new leaf. So it's kind of like I'm getting this fresh energy because we're going to be entering September. It's like that energy when you start school, and you know, when you were a kid and you started school and all your notebooks smelled good, and your book bag, and you could smell your crayons, and it feels like that, like this, everything's gonna be fresh. You guys might be like getting things to organize your life, whatever that may be, some very fancy calendars or apps that will help you create better to-do lists, whatever that may be. Such a Capricorn energy. But I'm not surprised the Emperor is here. So let's see what is the transitions. Let's see what the soul transition is, you guys, for you. This is soul transition for Capricorn. I always like to know what our spiritual transitions are. So what is your soul evolving right now for September? For Capricorn. Wow. I think Cancer got this, but here we got psychic abilities. And I want to point out here self-actualization. So first we have, you have the gift of seeing, hearing, and sensing intuitively. Continue to develop your abilities. Now, some of you may be star seeds or very intuitive, highly intuitive. And so, or the being in your element heightens that intuition and your ability to foresee. So this is like a good planning energy, I feel like, because that means you're very much in this place of seeing more clearly of what you're planning ahead. It just feels like a lighter energy. So here, self-actualization. You are on the road to achieve your full potential. Beautiful. Understand your core strengths and use them to your advantage. Talk about core strength and being emperor. You guys are truly in full effect here, I feel. Let's see. I'm going to pull one of these guys here. Main energy. So let's see what other guidance we have and what other information. Okay, Spirit, thank you. Woo, I love it. Capricorn, we got this in your love read last week. I think the journey, what a commitment. And I love this energy because I love anything with the journey. And you know what? You guys know I love frequencies, and there's a reason I love music. The frequency I was meditating on to prepare myself for this read, the song is called Journey. I'm going to link it below so you guys can meditate it, but the song is called Journey. So the journey towards your higher self may not be the easiest one, but in your losses and devastations, you will find yourself in the rubble. And this is where the self-actualization comes in. And I also feel the Seven of Swords, right? Because here we're releasing a lot of things that probably, held us back emotionally, mentally, whatever it is, whatever was creating illusions of restrictions in our mind. And, this is literally turning a leaf. Taking that initiative for ourselves, because in that rubble, we find ourselves. That's what the journey is, right? Always enjoy the journey, not the destination. You have to enjoy the process. You have to enjoy the journey. You have to walk through the journey and just see the strengths within all of those transitions and the strength, those tests, because they're just tests, strong tests, right? Ones that knock us over sometimes, but tests, nonetheless tests. All right, so let's see what else we have for Capricorn. So first message was indecision, and then victory here. Now here with this indecision, I feel like this is with it being a number 8, that's the strength card in the major arcana. And that's Leo energy as well. So this is a time to really just embrace and just be more decisive of what we are doing. And I feel this is coming out of indecision, because the fact that we're even in this strong take initiatives, right? Plan out our little details, do them in steps, gently be guided by logic, understand our core strengths. So this is about really not allowing the things that hold us back anymore. Enjoying the journey versus the destination. But victory is here as well. So either, what this is going to lead to is what you want, right? And you're being focused on what you want. So let's see what else. These clarifiers I'm going to get for it. More on this indecision here for Capricorn. And the victory for Capricorn. You guys know how much I love that sacral energy. There goes the world, the heart chakra, woo, Capricorn, and the obstacles and challenges. And then here we have emotional loss, sacral chakra, and the third eye. So when I see this many chakras, it's because this is a realignment right now. And there is a mirroring, because we have the third eye here. So there is a mirroring happening here in terms of us kind of reevaluating ourselves. And that's why the Seven of Swords here, because you are turning a new leaf and you're reevaluating yourself, but you're doing it more from a logical perspective, like we've been saying. So here with the World, because this is a turning of the leaf, your universe, your world is, you're about to, like, there's a need to make a decision, and whatever these obstacles and challenges were, no more holding us back. This is the Five of Wands energy. No more blockages or allowing blockages to interferences with the Five of Wands, right? No more interferences. Us taking these initiatives of anything that really smells or senses that holds our consumes is what I'm trying to, the word I want to use, consumes our energy. You know, the wands are the soul, and whatever is consuming our soul is where we need to align more with our hearts, and we need to ask, well, does it really signify anything? Is it really aligning me to what truly speaks to me from the heart space, from my heart space? And I feel like this is just you owning it and really eliminating distractions and taking losses for whatever it is, and also just moving on. And I feel strongly that this is where our little Capricorns are heading. All right, so let's do some clarifiers. Spirit giving on obstacles and challenges. Two of Swords, making a decision, and really, again, indecision, stalemate. Two of Swords, just like we have here with this indecision. So you just have to make a decision. This is just a decision that needs to be clear. Really embodying that Emperor energy. Getting more of the universe here. Why the World? Getting more of the World. Oof, this is a lot. So I want to point out the first energy that came out for the World is the Hangman. And this is where a lot of perspective, you know, you took your time, you thought about this, and maybe you thought about this way too much. Whatever you're thinking about, Capricorn, it was probably a lot of thinking, right? Too much thinking, too much holding back. Three of Swords, Nine of Swords, and probably due to the fears of what it entails, all the restrictions, the fears of maybe repeating something from the past, how it made you feel, because how it mentally held you back too. So there's some resistance in the mind where we will feel a certain way, and maybe once you have, you know, the journey, sometimes people fear the most once they reach a point where they've up until they have accomplished, right? Or they only went as far as a certain point, right? When it's time to go beyond that point, that is unknown territory. And of course, we're going to be uncomfortable. And I feel that's where the resistance may have been, because of the discomfort. But everything's past that fear, right? So here we have the King of Wands, which is fire energy, with the Ace of Wands, and the King of Pentacles, your energy. And I feel like this is you really embodying more of that fire energy, passion energy, and going for it, versus, you know, where we're more grounded. Earth signs are more about the practical, and we like to plan things. And so I feel like this is about energetically embodying the element of fire and earth together to ignite you to move forward, because the wands are about action, and something needs to move you. And this is where the planning, you can still embody that planning, but then you also have to find comfort in embodying the fire of it, sometimes those unforeseen circumstances that can be very quick, very fiery, and the flame can die, but it's like these moments of sudden changes. And I feel the discomfort is when a Capricorn can predict or doesn't know what's to come. This is where the discomfort tends to come. But again, a reminder here that it's the journey, right? The journey towards your higher self may not be the easiest one. It's not going to be the easiest one. It's not supposed to be. But in your losses and devastations, you will find yourself in the rubble. And in this fire energy, you will always find your soul. because the wands are your soul. And you'll always find what speaks to your heart, because this is how you learn your ability to stretch yourself and then see who you really are, you know. And bottom of the deck, I want to point out, is Ace of Pentacles. So things will, and there goes that Leo energy right there, strength. So the courage, and courage has been big in your readings for some time. So these initiations of what will show up in your 3D environment will change, and you always, it always works out for you, Capricorn, at the end. And I think that's where the confidence and the reminder always has to be, because it will always work out. All right, so give me more on this heart space here for Capricorn spirit. Why the heart space? All right, I'm gonna stop right there. King of Swords, another masculine energy with the Page of Wands, again with wands. So the mind, and there's a lot about initiatives. I feel strong masculine because we have the Emperor. So we've got almost all the kings here. The only king we're missing is the King of Cups. And I'm not gonna shuffle anymore, but let's see if he even appears close. Well, there goes the Emperor showing up. But there's a lot of masculine, strong masculine. So literally, this to me confirms truly embodying Emperor energy, because the Emperor embodies all the kings. So there's a lot about, on all levels, where there's this strength you are needing to possess. And it will require you to face some fears, but it doesn't matter, because this is truly speaking to your soul, Ace of Wands. And so clarifying the heart space is a star, because this is leading you. This is in alignment to your North Node and your soul and what you truly want, right? Your wish fulfillment. The stars are aligning for you, because this is about what you truly want, your heart space, what really speaks to you authentically. And when we align to our star, our North Node is who we are supposed to be, our whole soul purpose. And the heart chakra will activate for you to get here. And so some of you may have had some ascension, started an ascension or spiritual awakening, where it is aligning you. These big shifts are aligning you to your authentic self. All right, so let's see here. Capricorns, your readings are never easy for me. Whew. All right. So victory, right? Victory is here. And there have been setbacks with this emotional loss. And I think this is just that past energy, Seven of Swords, because this is about our emotions here and how things make us feel. And this is about not repeating patterns. So because we have the mirroring energy here with our third eye, is also what we know and what we really see. And the sacral chakra is that confidence. And like I said, that Leo energy with the strength card that I always associate sacral energy with. And this is the courage that we undertake and that we have to undertake in these transitions of these lessons. And it's very strong fire energy as well. So very that fire Leo energy, where we have to get comfortable with those quick transitions, right? That kind of burn us. But we have to trust that we've had experience and we've picked ourselves right back up, and still we're victorious. And this is more of trusting the process and the fires that come, because again, in this journey, you're finding you. So it's very game around this emotional loss. Queen of Pentacles, and there we go, right? Holding on, because it would make sense for you to have your Four of Pentacles. We're holding on tightly to things for stability. Four of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles, your energy again. Clinging on to stability, because we don't like it. Capricorns do not like not having their crap together. But guess what, Capricorn? You have the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. What does that mean? You always end up with your crap together. And so this constant, I think this constant battle that Capricorns, you know, whenever that fire comes and that quick change where we go through things, or even just things that bring that level of discomfort, where we kind of quickly forget we're going to be victorious. And I think it's a moment. And there goes that the 8 of Swords energy. So it's like that, oh my God, I can't see it, right? Like, oh my God, I can't see it. I can't move. It's going to hurt me. It's going to burn. No, it's not. Mentally, and it's in mind. 8 of Swords. You're going to be fine, like victorious. And it's just Spirit is saying it's just self-inflicted. Enjoy the journey. 6 of Wands, recognition. You're enjoying the journey with the wands. You know, the guy's on the horse. We saw this in your love reading last week, Capricorn, where, you know, I believe this was your energy. I'm sorry, Capricorn, if it wasn't. But the guy's on the horse, and that is seeing, before the 6 of Wands is the 5 of Wands. This energy where the stagnation is, right? Where we're talking about the stagnation. 5 of Wands, right? And all the conflict. But when we're on the 6 of Wands in this deck, we're on a horse. So we see everything from a different perspective, which is this Hanged Man. So now you can see things. Always know that you can see things from a higher level, and it's because you've learned. It's a path you also walked, and you know, don't allow yourself to get stuck. All right, give me more of the sacral energy. King of Pentacles. Oh my God, talk about embodying Capricorn, full Capricorn. Capricorn, you're the devil. So this is just you, the fire. Get comfortable. I think that's really what the sacral energy is saying. You own the power. You have the power. It's always gonna be victorious because you really embody this energy in your 3D life, right? Because the devil is also the 3D aspects of things we are attached to in a 3D. And I think because it's your card, I'm sorry, it is the devil energy, but it's because you're the goat. You can embody this energy, and you've mastered the bondage of life in a lot of ways, and still are able to transmute your energy even when we feel it burn, but you're able to come out stronger than most other signs. That's how strong Capricorn is, where you're the devil, because the shadow doesn't interfere with Capricorn. Capricorn owns the shadow. So society tends to block that level of empowerment that we do own, but remember that you own it. So 10 of Cups, ultimate happiness here. You know, you have full control of your reality and your happiness, and it's going to be victorious. So Spirit, give me more of this third eye. I don't think I want all of these now. Well, I did see the star. So 6 of Swords and the star. And I do feel, again, it's that constant balance. 6 of Swords, another 6 here. But it's that constant balance of tempering our minds, I feel. 6 of Swords, finding that harmony. Because again, we're moving to our authentic self. Star confirmed twice here. So what life shows us, the journey, the third eye shows us this journey of the constant battles, right? The rubble. But in that rubble is our journey. 6 of Swords to ourselves, home, to our star, to ourselves. We are our star, right? Our home, our higher self. And I just feel like Spirit is reconfirming all those early messages of what you're embodying, Capricorn, and your ability to alchemize, and you own it. Like, remember, you're the goat. So own it. Own it, Capricorn. All right, so let's see what the full moon energy is for you. What else we have for Capricorn? Full moon transitions. What else? Talk about self-actualization, Capricorn. What was the other guy? Psychic abilities. It's like you intuitively know. So you always have to trust that intuition and what you're being guided, because They're showing you. So you are on the road to achieve your full potential and understand your core strengths and use them to your advantage. These are your core strengths. You are in your core, your every being. Use them to your advantage. That's what Spirit is saying. Use that sacral energy, that creative energy. All right, what else? Ooh, a new romantic cycle begins. Capricorn, it's like a full, some of you may even meet your match. Capricorn. Like, talk about two Capricorns. You have King and Queen here of the same suit. King and Queen, earth energy. You might just meet another Capricorn. And it brings stability and a new, energy in your life. A new transition to be open to. So for some of you, a new romantic cycle is also in the horizon. Here we have forgiveness. And I feel like that's that energy, and this wanted to pop out, but this forgiveness is that Seven of Swords energy where it's a lot of dropping. It's like a lot of it was that letting go, where it's understanding the rubble and forgiving and like the losses and all of it. And so the time has come to forgive others and to finally forgive yourself. We are all human and we all make mistakes. So being able to forgive will lead you to unconditional love, compassion, and ultimate happiness. And honestly, this is like a release of anything. I feel a huge release from past energy, which is where the Five of Wands energy I feel is existing, the indecision through fears that, are kind of blockages. And that's why the turning of the leaf is important here. So here we have learning. Time to reflect on your life lessons. What you have been through is coming to perspective. New ways of looking at things are now being shown. And again, it's the journey and the lessons it's taught you, where it's brought you to. And it was part of the development. Most importantly, character to me is important. And this has been such a development to your character, which has added to this strength that clearly you're embodying, and rightfully so, to have some fears, but we have to be in constant, conscious living and conscious understanding that, we have to gain new perspective. So Spirit, what is the abundance? What abundance energy do we have for Capricorns? What abundance energy for our Capricorns? Okay. That's so weird. All right, Spirit, fine. Donations, tithing, and charitable work. So give joyfully to the organizations, people who spiritually support and inspire you. And know that your generosity will be returned to your many-fold in miraculous ways. The time, suppliers, money, or other resources you donate will ensure that your positive energy multiplies. And I feel like this is more of an energy of how you contribute your life, right? So we don't, for those, because I'm not here to tell people go donate to something. No, we donate our energy too, right? And it's also bringing about that good energy, that flow energy in our lives. So for those who really want to contribute to something, go ahead. But this is about also how we treat people and how we are a service to the world. And when we are a service to the world, and I always say this for myself, like, the world doesn't owe me anything. It doesn't owe me anything. And so I'm more of a service to the world. And so here is more of that flow, is how we gain more of the flow in return, because that's how the universe will speak to us, based off of that energy, that positive energy and it will multiply. It multiplies itself. So it comes back to us in tenfolds and in many folds in positive ways. So Capricorn, I think this is a beautiful read. There's a lot in store, and I feel there's a lot of strength you're embodying, and obviously in your earth element, but talk about change and transitions, but this is about enjoying the journey as well, and being very proud. I just feel this very proud energy of what you've accomplished and where you are, and understanding your full potential here. So Capricorn, I love you. Please like, share, subscribe, click that bell button if you enjoyed my frequency. But remember to live always relentlessly in striving aspiration. This is the evolution of your soul, and I'm here to nurture you. Until next message. Bye.